Let me tell you, the amount of times Walter White Jr. spent at a dinner table eating, I would think he would know how to tell a good story or two. Now, in the Oak Room, I'll just say it like this. Two guys walk into a bar, they have stories to tell, movie ensues. That's all I'm saying there. Because the Oak Room played at the Fantasia International Film Festival, which is where I had the awesome privilege to be able to check out this movie. And let me tell you guys, this is an interesting beast. I really loved aesthetically how this movie looks. It's very blue and green and darkish, and I really thought this movie looked gorgeous. Also, I loved how minimal the whole thing is. A lot of times, you're just in a room with an actor or two, and it's just their conversations, and I loved how the movie was always able to keep us glued and engaged as to where this film might possibly be leading to us. Now, I also want to say that while this isn't necessarily an anthology film, I think it borrows heavily from sort of pacing that anthology films tend to present. Now, granted, this is all directed by the same guy, but this main bar that we're going to with our main two guys, that kind of works as like the meeting area before we either go to a new story or go back to a story. And the stories themselves are very interesting, and I think the actors do a good job at telling these stories. And I'm always entertained and glued to see where is the story going to end, how's the story going to play out, and stuff like that. And that I thought was really, really cool, and definitely one or two of them were very, very, very good. I would say, though, in terms of issues with the movie, sometimes the dialogue and the script just gets a little cocky and becomes kind of preachy and pretentious, and not in the good kind of pretentious, and that kind of makes you roll your eyes. Like, I'm paraphrasing here, it's not exactly like this, but there are lines in the movie where it's kind of like, sometimes to tell you how the story begins, I gotta tell you how it ends. We get it. We're already aesthetically vibing with the movie, and we're following what you're doing. You don't kind of need to word vomit it out to us. Like, we get it. But story-based and what they were doing was always entertaining, and I was always glued to figure out where this was going. And I liked that this movie didn't feel like it had to give us some sort of bite, like some sort of dramatic flair or action to entertain us. If you're someone who likes just minimalistic storytelling, two people in one room just talking to each other, and you like watching that stuff unfold, then this is definitely going to be for you. I think there's a lot going on in this film on the page, and how they bring that what's happening on the page to life. I think they do a really good job with this film. This was actually the first film that I saw at the Fantasia International Festival, and I was actually, when it was done, I was like, it actually made me really excited to watch more of the festival, because I'm like, I hope if this is the quality that they were searching for, then I'm intrigued to see more. Overall, The Oak Room is an excellent showcase and powerful script writing and just good performances. The stories that they tell in this thing are engaging and entertaining. At times, I feel like it gets a little preachy and pretentious, but overall, it's a very entertaining film worthy of a watch. As the score goes, I'm going to give The Oak Room a 3 out of 5. So you guys, there you have it. That was my review for The Oak Room. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of this film or when you see it. And until next time, you guys, I'm the Slash Movier, and you guys have just been slashed.